The Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel's Preps Plus is brought to you by Boston Store, better brands, bigger savings. Buy Pick and Save, new every day. By Fredericton Medical College of Wisconsin Health Network, providing sports medicine expertise to high school athletes and teams. By Robert Hack Diamonds. Who do you trust when buying diamonds? Robert Hack Diamonds is the answer. And by Menards. Save big money at Menards on all your home improvement needs.
Welcome to Greendale High School, home of the Panthers, and this week, our home base for Preps Plus. Hi, I'm Mark Stewart, prep editor of the Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel.
And I'm Lance Allen from today's TMJ4. This week, a basketball bonanza, a lot of hoops highlights, and we'll visit with one of the Bucks' young stars. But we'll also hit the ice with a couple of local girls' hockey teams.
But we're going to start the show right here in the Greendale gym with the standout player who added football to his resume this year. Here's Brant Preeter. He's got the Boston Store featured student athlete.
Josh Michaels may not be the most vocal guy in the gym, but his play speaks for itself.
He came to my school in 7th grade or 6th grade, and I didn't know him. He didn't talk for like a year there. He was really quiet, but once you get to know him, he's fun and outgoing.
Michaels has the ability to score from deep and from up high. He's about 6 feet, maybe 6'1", but after working at it for a long time, Josh has developed an impressive vertical leap.
Josh's work ethic is second to none. He's, probably one of the hardest working kids I've ever coached, if not the hardest working kid I've ever coached.
A second-team all-conference choice last year, Josh's off-season dedication has truly shown this season. Through 4 games, 3 of them victories, Michaels was leading the Panthers in scoring at just over 20 points per game.
It just shows his work ethic, his character, and how much this game means to him and this team means to him because, he gives it everything he's got.
I came in a lot before school. Like every day pretty much during the football season.
During his sophomore and junior years, it was easier for Josh to work on his game in the offseason because he didn't play football those years. But this fall, he and Braxton Jenk decided to join the team.
My dad really wanted me to play, and the coach talked to me before the season, and I went to one of the passing leagues and I liked it, so I went out.
We basically just did because it was our senior year, and he really excelled on the football field as well.
He certainly did. Josh earned first-team All-Woodland Conference honors as a receiver. He also served as the team's place kicker.
I'm really glad I played. It was really fun, and it was fun playing with all my friends again.
While so many athletes seem to specialize these days, Greendale has a bunch of guys who play both football and basketball. And of course, both those programs are very successful. Now, as for Josh, he found a way to continue working on basketball even during the Panthers football season. Even after a big victory on the football field, Josh didn't take time off from his hoops workouts.
They had their conference championship game on a Thursday night against South Milwaukee, which they won. And Josh was a big part of it at receiver. Well, Friday morning at 5:30 in the morning, less than 6-7 hours away from him being on the football field, he was out here on our shooting gun, on our shooting machine, getting up extra shots.
Josh says the winning ways of each program have led to something of a friendly rivalry between the two sports.
Football went to state last year, and then we went to state for basketball, so it was like kind of competition, sort of. Like basketball had to be better than football.
We got good multi-sport athletes at this school, and we're fortunate enough, a lot of them play basketball as well. We've got good programs, and hopefully we can keep that going.
Josh played his AAU ball with the Wisconsin Shooters. He describes his high school team as an athletic group that likes to get up and down the floor.
The Panthers gather at midcourt as Colleen Hyder presents the award.
Josh, on behalf of Boston Store, I'm proud to present you with the Preps Plus Student Athlete of the Week Award. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Josh, for being the Boston Store featured student athlete. Stay tuned for basketball highlights on Preps Plus.
Find great home improvement gift ideas at Menards. This 18-gauge brad nailer kit from Boss Stitch features Smart Point technology, which provides easier nail placement through a smaller nose footprint. Just $99. Another great gift is this 10-gallon wet dry vac from Shop Vac. It features a powerful 5.5 horsepower motor and a durable stainless steel tank for only $69.
Warm season's greetings to you all from Menards.
What if you had a serious illness, but you never lost hope? That's how you'll feel at Froedtert and the Medical College of Wisconsin's Health Network. Here, specialized teams of experts focus entirely on you, top to bottom, inside and out, looking at every treatment option, involving you in every decision. Our comprehensive academic approach puts you at the center of it all, giving you the hope you need to turn what-ifs into what is possible.
Save $1,000 on your college tuition. Pick and Save will award 2 $1,000 Preps Plus college scholarships to high school seniors from the 2015 graduating class. To fill out your Preps Plus scholarship application form, please visit jsonline.com/scholarship. Hurry, completed applications must be received by Saturday, December 20th.
Welcome back to Preps Plus, coming to you this week from Greendale High School. It's time for our hoops action, and it starts with a couple of the Panthers' Woodland Conference foes.
And then it continues on with the North Shore Conference. It's time for the Preps Plus highlights.
For an early season matchup in the Woodland Conference, it doesn't get much better than this. East favorite and defending D3 state champion Brown Deer visiting Pius, the West Division choice for number 1. It was a slow start for both squads. Here's Demetrian Carr with the floater for the Popes. It's just 9 apiece after 1. But things heat up in the second. Lorenzo Byers from downtown. The Falcons are up by a point. Then Taurus Adams II drives the baseline and 1. Brown Deer now leads by 5. But Pius rallies before half. Dominic Kenyon with a nice move off the glass. Popes back up by 1. Then it's Carr with this corner 3 ball. He had 16 on the night. Popes up 25-24 at half. On to the third. Zach Vaughn and Adams work the give and go to perfection. Adams with the deuce. Falcons up by 3. The Pope star player Levi Bradley had been quiet so far, but he came alive late in the third. This 3-pointer put Pius back on top as we head to the fourth, and Bradley stayed hot. Off the inbound, here's a pretty spin move. The Pope's advantage is now 7. Then it's G. Armani Rhodes with a nice dish to Bradley for 2 more. Levi had a game-high 23. Pope's on top by 8. The Falcons hang tough. Damon Jackson finds Adam all alone for the bucket, and the lead is down to 4. But the Popes pull away. Bradley shares the wealth. Here's the feed to Kenyon for the exclamation point. Pius knocks off Brown Deer 63-54. It's only December, but this one had a March-like feel.
Pretty much every year for the past 3 years, we really look forward to playing Brown Deer. So we came in, tried to get the win we did, so it was good. First half, I was real frustrated. They played defense really well on me, played defense real well. So second half, I just tried my best to get the ball, help my team out, and try to get the win. We're just trying to go 80 miles west, trying to get up to Madison.
North Shore Conference action now. Milwaukee Lutheran brings a 2-1 overall record to Whitefish Bay. The Blue Dukes were 1-2 and looking for their first conference win. Early action, Jesse Soderbeck goes strong to the hoop for the Red Knights and gets the shot down. On the far end, check out Miles Sy. With the hesitation, then he goes into the lane. The shot circles the drain. It was the start of a big night for the Bay senior. In fact, on the next possession, Sy connects from deep. He would score a game-high 20. Bay's defense made it tough on the Red Knights, but Christian Gerner was able to slice into the lane. Feathery soft touch on the shot. Lutheran down 6 after a quarter. The first half ends with this wild play. David Thompson picks up the loose ball. Miles Sy saves it from going out of bounds, and Isaiah Johnson spins and beats the buzzer. 35-26 Blue Dukes at the break. Milwaukee Lutheran fans are rooting hard for a second half comeback. they'd have some hope when Lutheran's Ricky Spicer drives baseline and feeds Carl Tatum. Tatum sinks the jumper, cutting the deficit to 7 early in the fourth. But the jersey-clad home fans would see their team put it away. First, it's Elijah Moore connecting from downtown. The lead is back to 10. Moments later, Zach Casey is left all alone. He hits for 3. Each team had 9 different players score in this game, but the totals on the home side were much higher. Isaiah Johnson tallied 14. An aggressive Whitefish Bay squad wins it 67-44, improving to 2-2 overall.
Our goal was to be active, get our hands up, and they've got some kids who can shoot the ball, and we did a good job of flying around and making sure that we contested every shot.
Brookfield Central and Sussex Hamilton each lost star players to graduation last spring.
But the rivalry on the court continues with a new class of Cagers. Here's Matt Queen with the Menards Game of the Week.
It's time to tip off conference play, and our Game of the Week features 2 teams that figure to be in the hunt in the Greater Metro Conference. It's Sussex Hamilton hosting Brookfield Central. Last year, the Lancers ran the league table, 14-0 on their way to the GMC Crown and the Division I Regional Championship. This year, the Lancers are off to a 2-0 start. Meanwhile, Sussex Hamilton is 4-0, and the Chargers are looking to make an early season statement by knocking off the defending champs.
After 16 seasons as the girls' head coach at Brookfield Central, Dan Wandry now coaches the boys. And his first conference game at the helm started well. Max Wojcik buries the 3, but Hamilton has an answer. Good work inside by Tommy Hickey. The glass is good. Then Hayden Barth, the dish to Michael Barnes. The contact, the hoop, and the harm. Chargers up 1 after 1. Second quarter, it started raining 3s. And who better to start it than number 33, Lucas Sem. Then off the loose ball, Sem to Travis Janis, and the 3-ball from the corner puts the Chargers up by 6. Brook Central shot well in the first half too. A big bucket late from Emil Radicevic. Lancers down 26-22 at the break. In the second half, Hamilton's hot shooting continued. Charlie Drzeski from downtown. Then Sussex Hamilton forces the turnover. And Will Watkins, well, BC never really stops the ball, and Watkins gets all the way to the 10 to extend the lead to 9. Time for Brook Central to rally, and they do. Jared Shipman, all 3 of those. And then Wojcik gets the great bounce on his 3. Lancers slice the deficit to 33-30. But then Hamilton would take charge. Drzeski again on the wing, catch and shoot 3. He had 12 points. Then another triple from Travis Janis makes the lead 14. Then in the fourth, Drzeski. After the game, Hamilton head coach Andy Cerrone called him Charlie Dunkmaster. We'll see if that nickname takes off, but Sussex Hamilton is off to a 5-0 start after a convincing double-digit win.
For us, it's a big win. It's first conference win, and just how we did it collectively. It wasn't like we had one person. We had different guys throughout the game that did things that were instrumental in us stretching our lead a little bit. We just want to keep getting better. We want to just make sure that we compete at a high level, because this conference, we got a lot of good teams, and this was one of them. And nothing we did tonight is going to help us on Tuesday night when we go to Tulsa.
We're featuring another Greater Metro Conference team in just a few minutes. Plus, you'll get to know young Buck star Jabari Parker in our Preps to Pro segment.
And to keep up on the show, be sure to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. And of course, for the latest in prep sports, go to the Preps Plus website at jsonline.com. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Jabari Parker of the Milwaukee Bucks. You're watching Press Plus on today's TMJ4.
When you time things right, food tastes better. At Pick and Save, we start with quality products, like our full line of USDA Choice Black Angus beef, selected for exceptional tenderness and rich flavor, then cut fresh daily right here in our stores. Doing what matters for your family, every hour, every minute, every meal. Pick and Save, new every day.
When you're diamond shopping, variety is important. At Robert Hack Diamonds, we'll show you multiple diamonds side by side underneath the microscope and show you what to look for when buying a diamond. GIA graduate gemologists are on staff for expert diamond grading. Robert Hack has affordable prices on all diamonds, including diamonds certified by the GIA. Need a mounting for your diamond? Our selection is huge. Buy your diamonds today at Robert Hack Diamonds or visit roberthackdiamonds.com.
Diamonds are a girl's best friend.
Save $1,000 on your college tuition. Pick and Save will award 2 $1,000 Preps Plus college scholarships to high school seniors from the 2015 graduating class. To fill out your Preps Plus scholarship application form, please visit jsonline.com/scholarship. Hurry, completed applications must be received by Saturday, December 20th.
Jabari Parker's dad played in the NBA, but his father's influence on Jabari goes much farther than basketball.
The Bucks teen sensation is our guest as Pick and Save presents From Preps to Pros.
Life in the NBA is fun so far. I've been real good playing with my teammates, but one thing I'm trying to keep is competing and always having that inner drive each and every game, because you're going to be mentally tired, you're going to be physically tired, but you're going to have to, find that strength somewhere.
The son of former NBA player Sonny Parker, Jabari says he was never pressured by his dad to be a star player. Rather, Sonny influenced his son by his work in the community.
He ran a lot of non-for-profit organizations, helped a lot of people without, asking for much. He just wanted to see them pursue their dream, and for me, it's the same way. It was just giving and just being charitable. But on his end, he was more of a father, and I respected that more than a basketball coach.
Still a teenager, Parker may have a level of patience that goes beyond his years.
Live by a quote by Dr. King. It says, "The race is not won by the swift, but the one to endure." And for me, it's a grind. It's a marathon. And we're going to have a long season. It's going to be a process. And I know that if you start where you don't want to be, you'll always finish where you want to end. So,
even though he was one of the nation's most prized recruits out of high school and was the #2 pick in the NBA draft, Jabari Parker seems to have a very down-to-earth personality. That should make him even more popular with Bucks fans.
I just love being around people, especially like behind the scenes. Yeah, I pop up on somebody in an open gym one day and just enjoy conversation, so I'm approachable.
As for what it takes to be a professional, Jabari says it requires ethical behavior and a business-like attitude.
You have to be, your own CEO. You represent yourself everywhere you go. Always act with high class.
West Allis Hale is looking to turn some heads in the Greater Metro Conference this season, and the Huskies got off to a great start in non-conference play.
That earned them a visit from April Boblin and the Robert Hack Diamonds Team of the Week trophy. How about that?
Come on, Lance. What is this, a paperweight? Stop playing around.
I was working out, man. Oh.
After losing only a small number of seniors last year, the West Allis Hale basketball team is ready to display their experience and their newfound confidence.
We had a real good summer. Played in a few tournaments this summer together. Had some success with those tournaments. So I think they have a feeling that they can come in the gym and win this year.
Coming from last year, we went very good. So everyone needed that. In the years past, everyone thinks Hale is, one of the weaker conferences or one of the weaker teams. So we just want to put Hale on the map and tell everyone we're something to be reckoned with.
I think this year's team, I think we're a very good offensive team. I think we have a lot of scorers on the team, and then also we're pretty athletic. So I think, running the floor we have a lot of fast players, a lot of good point guards, so I think, getting out in transition is one of our strengths.
Through their first 4 games, the Huskies have been averaging 78.5 points per game.
That's by design. Part of it is I think everyone likes playing that style, number 1, so we like getting up and down the floor. 2, we pride ourselves in being in shape so we can handle it. 3, we got a number of players that can play, so it's a way to get people in the game. You shouldn't be tired because we got guys on the bench that can come in and keep that pace up, and hopefully we wear down some opponents too by playing that fast style.
With their offense excelling, the Huskies will be focusing on their defense to help keep their momentum rolling.
Rebounding, just making sure that you play good defense, keep your man in front, just all a little bit.
Each night it's going to be a challenge, and hopefully we'll be able to meet that challenge. But we can't settle on 4-0. We got to get better. We got to improve so that we are challenging in February and still be very competitive in February and then going into March as well.
Congratulations, West Allis Hale, on being the Robert Hack Diamonds Team of the Week.
We've spent most of the show with the guys on the court. Up next, we'll see some ladies on the ice.
That's coming up on the Milwaukee Journal Sentinel's Preps Plus.
Timing. Pick and Save knows how important it is. Whether we're flying today's catch in from the coast or stocking produce from a local farm, faster is better. We know how important your time is too. That's why we now promise you a faster and friendlier checkout every trip to our store. Pick and Save. New every day.
When you're diamond shopping, variety is important. At Robert Hack Diamonds, we'll show you multiple diamonds side by side underneath the microscope and show you what to look for when buying a diamond. GIA graduate gemologists are on staff for expert diamond grading. Robert Hack has affordable prices on all diamonds, including diamonds certified by the GIA. Need a mounting for your diamond? Our selection is huge. Buy your diamonds today at Robert Hack Diamonds or visit roberthackdiamonds.com.
Diamonds are a girl's best friend.
What if you could detect a heart or vascular issue before you could feel it? Or if a device smaller than your hand could keep you going for years while you're waiting for a transplant? What if you had more life-saving vascular treatments? That's academic medicine. Fredert and the Medical College of Wisconsin has the technology, research, and clinical trials to give you more ways to get well. Here, we turn what-ifs into what is possible.
Brighten your home with Sylvania light bulbs from Menards. All stock Sylvania LED and CFL light bulbs are on sale. This soft white general purpose LED replaces a 60-watt bulb, only $5.97. This soft white flood LED replaces a 65-watt incandescent, $8.98. Create your perfect light with Hunter mix and match lamps, all on sale. There are over 500 combinations. This 11-inch cream shade fits a small buffet base, $9.99. This Miley lamp base and oil rubbed bronze finish is $24.99.
Warm season's greetings to you all from Menards.
The ACL is the anterior cruciate ligament. It's one of the 4 major ligaments in the knee. It prevents rotational instability of the knee. Females playing basketball and soccer are 7 to 9 times more likely to tear their ACL than a male playing the same sport. Really, the only way an athlete can prevent an ACL injury is to go through a strength training program. That program needs to incorporate strengthening of the hamstrings, training the hamstrings to fire more quickly. That program also needs to incorporate jump training. The goal is to prevent the athlete from landing from a jump in a position that puts their knee at risk. We want to prevent that rotational injury to the knee. The recommended treatment for an ACL injury in a high school athlete is going to be reconstructive surgery. Athletes can get back to their sport in 6 to 8 months.
For more information, visit fredert.com/sports.
The girls hockey team at University School of Milwaukee is highly regarded.
This past week, the Wildcats faced one of their few local opponents, the Brookfield Glacier, and Scott Babler was there for the Preps Plus Spotlight.
The girls are back on the ice and a new hockey season is underway. Tonight we focus on the area's top team, University School. The Wildcats made it to the sectional final last year. Tonight they take on local rival Brookfield. The USM Co-op is made up of University School, DSHA, Nicolay, Shorewood, and Whitefish Bay. And the Glacier must have felt like they were taking on all 5 schools at once as the Wildcats were in mid-season form. Opening period, Liza Sisk with the shot. The rebound goes right to Megan McPike, who knocks it home. Wildcats with an early 2-0 lead. USM back on the attack. Jessica Malloy with the wrister as she goes top shelf. Now 4-0 University School. Wildcats looking for more, but this backhander is saved by Brookfield goalie Alyssa Reagan. But USM is relentless in the first period. Rose Revelinski with the pretty feed to Nina Anderson, who has a wide open net. Now 9-0 Wildcats, and they cap the high-scoring period in style. Malloy finds the back of the net, and it's 11-0 USM after 1. More Wildcats in the second. Sisk with the pinpoint pass to Jenna Verinen. The USM lead now 13-0 after 2. And the Wildcats stay sharp in the third. Sloan Sullivan draws the defense, and Nicole Unsworth with the finish. The Wildcats shut out their Eastern Shore Conference rivals 16-0. Despite the mismatch, a lot can be learned from a game like this.
We got a really impressive team this year, especially offensively, and you know, you can learn a lot. It's about staying disciplined and doing the simple things and making sure that we're not making mistakes that carry over to the next game.
USM was one victory away from the state tournament in Madison last year. They are determined to take that next step this season.
I think ultimately we have the talent to get to state, but we need to come together as a team and commit to each other and play for each other every game, and we'll get there.
We have a lot of talent, but we need to come together as a team, and one of our goals is to get to state and obviously to win. So if we can come together, I think we have a pretty good chance.
This team is talented enough. The question is, how quickly will they become a team, and how quickly will they commit to each other and be excited about playing with each other and things like that. If they do that, obviously the sky's the limit.
Believe it or not, we have just one more episode remaining before Christmas here on Preps Plus.
So we'll see you next Sunday night right here on today's TMJ4. Till then, I'm Mark Stewart.
And I'm Lance Allen. See you next week on the Milwaukee Journal Sentinel's Preps Plus.
The Milwaukee Journal Sentinel's Preps Plus is brought to you by Boston Store. Better brands, bigger savings. By Pick and Save. New every day. By Frederick and the Medical College of Wisconsin Health Network. Providing sports medicine expertise to high school athletes and teams. By Robert Hack Diamonds. Who do you trust when buying diamonds? Robert Hack Diamonds is the answer. And by Menards. Save big money at Menards on all your home improvement needs.